Happy Friday! Friday, Friday, Friday is my favorite day. Of course, right now, they kind of all blend together, if you guys are like me. But anyway, today is Friday, April 24th, 2020. We've been working on some new concepts this week. We learned about associative property, and then yesterday, we talked about how addition and subtraction are related and can help each other out. So we're gonna review that a little bit today, and I'm gonna show you guys a new little tool that you can use to help. So first, let's go ahead and review what we did yesterday. So we said if we have something like 1 plus 4 equals 5, I can turn this addition equation into a subtraction equation by working backwards, okay? So we know subtraction, we always have to start with our biggest number. So I'm gonna use my sum, 5, put my minus sign, and the number 4, because that's what comes next if I'm going backwards. 5 minus 4 equals, I only have one number left, and that's the number 1. 5 minus 4 does equal 1, okay? This is called a number bond. Okay, so Mrs. Ray has a number bond here. You have this resource in the documents section of in your fax account. So if you need this or you want to use this, mom and dad can easily print that off. So what it is, it's a whole and then a part and a part, just like an equation is. An equation is a whole. I'm going to do this down here for a minute so you guys can see that. So if I have a part, kind of like when we do subitizing at calendar time, if I have a part 3, and I have a part 2, together they make a whole, which is 5, okay? So that's kind of what this number bonds math is. So let's say I have 5, and then part of it is going to be a 1, and part of it is going to be, could be a 4. So two numbers that make up the number 5, okay? If I look at this as an equation, it looks like this. Let me move this down a little bit so you guys can see. And move this up a little bit. All right, so it looks like this. 1 is my part, plus 4 is my other part, equals 5. Now, I can also relate that to subtraction. If I take my whole 5, work backwards, minus one of my parts, 4, equals the other part, which is 1, okay? This is how a number bond math works. You use your biggest number to get your whole, and then for your addends, or when you're subtracting your other two, your sum and your other one, you're gonna use your parts, okay? So let's try another one of those. I'm actually gonna move this up here a little bit. Cover up our date so we can see everything here. All right, so there's my number bond sheet. So let's go ahead and start with our whole as 7. Let's say one of my parts is 3. I need to find my other part. Now we know that it's going to be 3 plus this part that's missing, and it's going to equal my whole part, which is 7. So guess what we're going to use? Our hit and count up method. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once I have this, I can also use my number bond mat to show a subtraction equation. My whole is 7. If I take away one of my parts, 3, and I'm going to have my other part left, which is 4, okay? Or I could take away my part of 4, and then I have this part left that is 3. All right, let's go ahead and erase this, and we're going to do one more together. This time I'm going to give you the parts. So if you guys are at home, if you need to grab a piece of paper, or you can grab your number bond mat, and let's try one together. All right, you ready? So if you need to go grab that stuff, pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to give you the part of 3 and 2, okay? See if you can find my whole for me. If you did 3 and then you added 2 more and you got 5 as your whole, you are correct, okay? Now, I want you to turn this into a subtraction equation. All right, hopefully you started with 5, our whole, and you took away one part, which is 3, and you have your last part left, which is 2. Again, addition and subtraction, we can help each other out by knowing that those 3 numbers that make up an equation are related, whether we're adding or subtracting. Today, you guys are going to do a number bonds that you roll and create. So, you have a paper in the document section in your facts. You can also play a game with mom or dad. Any game that we've practiced or any game that you've printed off at home since we've been home in our social distancing time, you can go ahead and go back and play a review game. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I miss you still, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.